Welcome into the UCCU Center, home of the Utah Valley Wolverines and the site of the 4A state basketball tournament here on KSLSports.com. Trevor Allen, Wade Bronson, and the coach, Van Park. I'm surrounded by legends.
No, you're one yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm just blessed to be in the presence of you guys. But we're here starting on the boys bracket now. We've got the number 1 seed, Layton Christian Academy Eagles, coming off of a win against Murray yesterday, taking on the Green Canyon Wolves, who beat Ridgeline in the quarterfinals yesterday. And guys, what do you guys make of this matchup? Earlier in the year, Green Canyon did beat Layton Christian.
Yeah, and it all depends on how Green Canyon's shooting. If they're knocking down as many threes as they were yesterday, they have a great chance. If they turn cold, it could be a real battle, and I think they'll have their hands full inside if they get in foul trouble very much.
Now, Wade, something that happened in the game for Layton Christian against Murray yesterday. The size difference was completely different. Not a very tall team in Murray. Obviously, a lot of length here with Layton Christian, but you've also got some size here for Green Canyon. Does that play a factor in this game?
Yeah, Layton Christian's looking really long, and they look like great basketball players. Green Canyon, just like coaches, when they start moving the ball and they see that ball go through the hoop, they get a lot of confidence, and I think their willingness to run up the floor and get at those open shots could be the difference here. But I wouldn't necessarily go off size. Green Canyon still has some tall length to them, so it's going to be a good one, I believe.
Coach, what does Green Canyon need to do in order to take down the number 1 team in 4A?
Number 1, they have to board. If they let Layton Christian dominate the rebounding, and like we've talked about before, those 3-point shots rebound a long ways, and so Green Canyon's going to have to get those loose balls, those loose rebounds, but also they're going to have to stay out of foul trouble, especially with their 2 taller players, because they don't go really deep with their length and with their size. So they have to keep those guys out of foul trouble, and then I think if they'll push it down and put a lot of pressure on them defensively, I kind of think they can wear Layton Christian out. But on the same token, if Layton Christian gets the ball and moves it around, takes their time, pushes it, puts it inside to their big, strong players, I think Green Canyon is going to get really tired.
All I know is that it's going to be a great matchup, and the winner goes on to play the winner of Cottonwood Snow Canyon in the state championship game tomorrow night right here at the UCCU Center here in Orem. Now we'll go ahead and get ready for the starting lineups. We'll start with the Green Canyon Wolves as they're about ready to, or are they going to do the anthem since they're switching over to boys?
Yeah, I don't think they will.
Yeah, I think they're lining up like they were, but no, they're not. So we'll announce the starting lineups as they come across your screen. But guys, I mean, it was great games yesterday. 4 great boys basketball games yesterday, and the girls lived up to it except for the one game that a Ridgeline played in. But then, you know, for the girls' game today, it was kind of 2 of the lopsided games. But I think this matchup is going to be really intriguing.
I agree. I think it's going to honestly come down to which team makes the least mistakes and turnovers overall.
All right, now the starting lineup for Green Canyon. Number 0, Jared Anderson. Number 1, Jackson Drysdale. And then you've got number 10, Laker Ward. Number 11, Jackson Penninger. I like his game, by the way. I like Jackson's game. He's that physical, big down low that even though he may not have the most size, he definitely has strength, though.
No, I really agree. He's that blue-collar worker that works incredibly hard.
And then the starting lineup for Layton Christian. Number 10, Timmy Olabusi. And by the way, I've got a little bit of practice with the pronunciations. I've also got a cheat sheet, but bear with me as I try to pronounce these names. But Timmy Olabusi, number 10. Number 22 is Vuk Zarabisa. Number 23, Tyron Jones. I think that one's pretty easy to pronounce.
Got that one down.
Yeah. Then number 44, you've got Octavio Armani. and number 55, Alan Balu. And Casey Stanley is the head coach. And coming out in uniforms, you've got Green Canyon in the black, road black, and Layton Christian in the home white, as you see it on your screen here. And I'm trying to find number 14. Do you guys know who that is on the roster?
For Green Canyon?
Yeah, for Green Canyon.
That is Gavin
Crane.
Gavin Crane.
He is a sophomore. He's something to watch. He's up
Really?
and coming. Yes.
I like that. Give me the youngins. Give me physical basketball. That's what I want to see here. They were letting them play a little bit yesterday, Wade.
Yes, they were.
You know, I'm guessing based off of your build that's your style of basketball as well.
Yep. Got to be physical. I'm too slow to run up and down the floor, so you got to be physical. No better place to be right now than some playoff high school basketball. Great facility. Here we go.
And Green Canyon wins the tip. Jared Anderson's going to bring it up. And a little bit of pressure by Timmy Olabisi. Over to Crane, guarded by the lengthy Tyron Jones, and that's not something you want to do, is have one of your best players pick up a foul 8 seconds into the ball game.
Yeah, and you don't want to give them early bonus foul shots.
Drysdale to inbound to Crane. Now over to Ward. To Penninger. Outside. Anderson for three. Got it. 3 points to start the game for Green Canyon.
Boy, you had to get that one off quick.
And it's a 3-0 lead. And now a trap in the corner.
I like the pressure.
Trying to get through it. Really good defense right there. Not reaching in, just trying to trap him and get your active hands going. Armani to inbound to Olabisi. Guarded by Ward. Now here, number 22, that is Zarabiso. Go into Timmy Olabisi, misses the layup. Penninger on the rebound. And they're going to slow it up a little bit, play at their own pace. Laker Ward to Penninger. Top of the key, guarded by Balu. And out for a three is Ward. Ooh, that one looked like it was going to roll in. Shooter's touch, but Balu on the rebound. Out to Armani. And Layton Christian's going to push it. Every part of it, and I thought it was going to sink down. Back cut to Zarabisa, no good. Balu on the rebound. And that's something, Coach, you were talking about. You got to get on the boards.
Yeah, if they want a chance, they can't give them second and third chance points.
They were trying to box him out, but he just bull rushed in there and went up and got it over everybody.
I believe Balu had a pretty solid game yesterday. He also got a technical, but that was for taunting. Threw down a one-handed slam and
banks the first free throw in.
It's open. It's still open this late at night, right?
He had good arch.
And against Murray, Balu had, pulling up the numbers, he had 15 points. And the second one rims out. And here come the Green Canyon Wolves. A little bit of a press.
Good catch.
So Penninger has it. Yep. Inside Jared Anderson, lays it up and in. And it's a 5-1 lead in favor of Green Canyon. Another slow start for Layton Christian, it looks like. Here's Tyron Jones. Zarabisa tries to go in, but deflected by Penninger.
Again, I really like how Green Canyon's putting a lot of pressure on them, because even if they don't steal the ball, that's going to wear on them physically and mentally.
It just seems like that Green Canyon's coming out more energized than Layton Christian is. Zarabisa with it outside. To Armani, swinging it over to Tyron Jones inside to Balu. They're looking to double him out to Olabisi for three. Got it. Olabisi, Murray was letting him shoot yesterday, and he didn't make him pay today. He looks like he started out well.
That was a great find by the big man.
And out of bounds through the legs of Laker Ward. Turnover. It'll go to the Eagles. And they're putting up a press here. And it's just a man-to-man, so Olabisi waves him off. Over to Jones. Looks like that they're trapping first pass. To Zarabisa. Pump fakes into the lane. Floats it up and in. And just like that, a 5-0 run for Layton Christian. Here's Anderson into the lane. Kicks out. Drysdale for 3 in the corner. Got it. Jackson Drysdale. And the lead back to Green Canyon. Here's Tyron Jones. Tried to get the steal from behind the back. Out to Zarabisa. A little bit of contact with length. Oh my goodness, look at that length. Tyron Jones cannot get the putback. That's something Wade could have done back in his day, right?
Yes.
Oh, he's got a lot more length than I ever had. And hops.
His arm was on the other side of the rim.
Yeah.
And look at that catch. Here is Armani into the paint, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Anderson.
Well, right now Anderson's doing everything, rebounding, assisting, scoring big shots.
And he'll fire off of a screen, no good. Laker Ward with the offensive board. He'll fire from deep. No good, Balu on the rebound. BC alley-oop to Tyron Jones, a little low, but really good defense there as well. And now the loose ball is collected by the Eagles. And Green Canyon in a man-to-man defense. Here's Zarabisa. Yep. Travel right there.
Yep. Stuttered those feet before he took off.
And that happened probably 7 or 8 times in the game against Murray yesterday. Just trying to rush your as soon as you get into triple threat, try to rush it a little bit before taking that dribble, you take that step. And they were calling it yesterday. Albert Nujichimai is in. And so is Luka Kalundic. He had 9 threes in their season opener against Crimson Cliffs this season. And then coming in for Green Canyon, we'll get some of those subs, including number 5. That is Kyron Hoffman.
And Hoffman, I thought, was a key yesterday in coming off the bench and really scoring a lot of points and getting some stops defensively.
And then stripped away. Nujichimai has it. Over to Balu, back to Nujichimai. He smoked that layup. And it's collected by Hoffman. And also number 24 is in for Green Canyon.
24 is Quincy Matthews.
Quincy Matthews, okay. They don't have that on this sheet either. And now here's Drysdale for 3. Got it.
Boy, he was kind of silent yesterday, and he's really come on.
He's already hit 2 threes so far, and we're just under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Like Drysdale's one that got in foul trouble yesterday, and it's critical he doesn't get there today.
Matthews meets Nujichimai, but Albert able to get the best of him there.
That was good help side defense by Matthews to step over even though they got the bucket.
Yeah, he walled up pretty well. And then there's Hoffman, short corner, no good. Rebound by Nujichimai. He's got to roll that off the tongue.
You do it perfectly.
I've had a little bit of practice. Here's Olabisi to Armani in the corner. Altavio guarded by Drysdale. Here's Olabisi into Balu. Balu double, triple teamed, and it's taken away. Anderson leading the charge. Comes down the floor, nice dump off to Jackson Drysdale for the layup and in. Gotta love plays like that.
Yeah, great stop down there on the other end and come down and capitalize on it.
13-8 in favor of Green Canyon. The number 4 seed trying to punch their ticket to the state championship tomorrow night. Olabisi to Kalundic. Luka fires from 3. No good. Rebound by Anderson. He's out to Hoffman. Hoffman fires ahead to Matthews and lays it up and in.
Good job by Matthews knowing that there was somebody right behind him there for the block. Did a little misdirection to lay that in.
And the lead is up to 7. Pretty good student section here for both teams. As Nuji Chimai goes in, he is fouled. And Jared Anderson's telling Jackson Drysdale, you should have walled up. And he didn't do that, as you look at our CNR replay.
Yeah, Drysdale can't afford those kind of fouls because if he goes out, they lose a lot of length and size, and obviously shooting.
He was in great position. If he wouldn't have brought that right or left hand down, I think he could have got away with that one.
Nuji Chimai hits his first Frank Maskadoo free throw. Did I say that right? I know it's not like Andy.
Boy,
Yes,
it's perfect in my ears.
There we go. I want to say perfect, but just trying to, because Andy has it down pat. Nuji Chimai, the second one is good. Now it's a 5-point lead and a 2-2-1 press. Or, no, it turned into a man. There's Kyron Hoffman. Go in the corner to Ward. Ward drives in, kicks out to Anderson. Wide open three. Puts it up, just a little too strong. Rebound by Matthews. It looked like Laker Ward was going to fire that.
He stepped back.
I think if Kyron wouldn't have been out there with his length, he probably would have.
Now here's Matthews. Dribble handoff. Kyron Hoffman into the paint. Now Laker Ward kicks out. Hoffman, three. Off the front of the iron. Rebound to number 14. And that's Wogar. He'll go for three in the corner. Got it. Wogar. I don't think he scored yesterday.
No, he didn't, and he's really having a great game today.
And there's Hoffman at the horn. No good. And that will take us to the quarter. So it looked like a run would go out, and then it would sink back in, and we got a ball game, guys, a 2-point lead with Green Canyon 15, Layton Christian 13. We're going to take a break, come back with the second quarter after this on KSLSports.com.
Cache Valley Bank is dedicated to fostering local businesses, aiding financial growth, and building strong relationships. From personal to business banking, we are committed to helping you reach your financial goals. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await.
Central Milling is personally invested in the quality of their products and their relationships with customers and suppliers. They are also a proud supporter of high school sports. Rudd Funeral Home is there to serve your family in your time of need.
Find your next career at West Liberty Foods. Visit careers.wlfoods.com.
Welcome back to the UCCU Center. Side of the 4A state tournament. On KSLSports.com, Trevor Allen, Wade Bronson, the coach, Van Park here. We got a good one, guys. 15-13 in favor of Green Canyon coming out here at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, and both teams playing very relaxed, very confident. Different players have stepped up, especially on Layton Christian that didn't score yesterday.
I love it. It's been high tempo first quarter. Let's see how the second quarter turns out.
Now here's Nuji Chimai. A ghost screen coming up, but it's stolen away by Laker Ward. He'll go into Penninger. Penninger has Wogar on him. Now out to Hoffman. Drysdale in the left corner. Looking at Penninger, but he wants the ball. They're not getting it to him though. Now here's Laker Ward. High ball screen. And then the second one goes over to Kyron Hoffman with Tyron Jones on him. Shot clock down to 7.
Good.
Pump fake, up and in.
Great ball fake.
Great move there to be able to stop on a dime like that.
Kyron Hoffman's first bucket of the game. And the lead is now extended to 4. Now here's Kalundich. And took
good
too
call.
many steps. Yep.
Good call.
So that was great defense there.
Could have easily been a foul, at least in the officials' eyes, but on our end, that was clean. And Jared Anderson sat out for a total of 1 minute and 1 second.
Yeah, I think that's what you'll see all. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, he won't sit very long.
Now look at that matchup. You've got the very lengthy Tyron Jones against the point guard Kyron Hoffman. Now here's Laker Ward. Back to Hoffman. Looks like a double screen, but they end up getting through it. Penninger. Posing as well, puts it up. And
good call.
Yep.
Great footwork.
Was able to get Zarabisa on the ground and then put it up and is fouled. Penninger doing what he wants to do down in the paint, imposing his will. As we look on the CNR replay, clearly a foul. And Penninger at the line for a pair of Frank Mace-Skidoo free throws. Misses the first.
Substitution number 44, number 55,
Alan Balu will check in. So will Octavio Armani. And then coming in is Crane for Green Canyon. And the second one is no good. Rebound by Kalundic. Luka will go to Nuji Chimai. Albert bringing it into the front court, guarded by Drysdale. And now they're calling out the offense as Drysdale, he could be going a little bit closer to get that count going. Now they go into Tyron Jones. He had the mismatch. Now over to Kalundic for three. Got it.
Yeah, he's a great shooter. Got to keep their eye on him the whole time.
Yeah, he didn't have a great first half against Murray, but ended up hitting, I think, 4 threes in the second half. And Drysdale, he'll bank it off the glass and in. A Cache Valley Bank three-pointer for Jackson Drysdale.
Boy, and that's three for three from the three-point line for him.
And now it's a 20-16 lead in favor of Green Canyon. 5:37 to go here in the first half. Nuji Chimai dumped down to Balu. Right-handed flush, he puts it down. He stared at him for a second, but I think he learned his lesson from yesterday.
Yes.
2-point lead now. Here's Crane to Penninger. Jared Anderson, a nice little action down there, but Crane can't get it to go. And here comes Nuji Chimai. A dribble handoff with Kalundic. Now a dribble handoff with Balu. It's like it's just some down screens where Luke is coming up, and Anderson, he's hobbling a little bit.
He just didn't give him a chance to come down.
Look at our CNR replay.
I think he came down right on his foot.
Yeah, you got to give him a chance to come down, but as you look, Kalundic sets a screen, and then it's basically a flex motion with the back screen and the down screen. And he'll go to the line for Frank Mace-Skidoo free throws. First one is good. Something that I learned about Layton Christian, they have 12 players on the team that are from 12 different countries.
Wow.
So as you could probably imagine, there's the language barrier, but they have coaches that speak their language and can communicate plays.
Sometimes when I'm coaching, I don't think the kids understand me most of the time, and they speak English.
I hear you with that, man.
Maybe that's selective hearing.
And Van probably dealt with that with you, right?
Exactly. Can't argue that one.
And he hits all three free throws to give Layton Christian the lead. Is this their first lead of the game?
Yes, it is.
Green Canyon's got to go back to, they were moving the ball and they were moving without the ball. And there's a lot of movement going on. That's how they were getting those open lanes and stuff. So they need to go back to that.
Here's Hoffman out to Penninger to Drysdale, guarded by Kalundic. Now to Gavin Crane to Penninger. Penninger drives. Oh, he's caught. Now he goes out to Drysdale. Shot clock down to 9. Go to Hoffman to Penninger. And they were trying to get a charge. Drysdale, another three. Cache Valley Bank 3.
4 for 4.
He's feeling it this half. That's what I love about the playoffs is you never know who's going to step up in what game.
Just under 4 minutes to go. Now here's Balu. The no-look pass to Armani in the corner for 3. Cache Valley Bank 3 for the way of Layton Christian.
Balu sees the floor really well when he gets the ball down in the post, and if he can get it before he gets double or triple teamed, he's really good.
Oh, you're going to see it
OBC hands off to Balu. And is that technically a dunk?
I would give it to him.
Okay. But that was a new core steal. And go to the other end here in our replay.
Look at this replay. We'll find out for sure. I'm giving it to him.
His fingertips at least got the rim.
Yeah,
we'll give him that.
And he did finish while getting fouled.
So Balu now with 5 points.
Good to see Anderson coming back after limping off.
Yeah, you never want to see, I mean, really anybody with injuries, but definitely your best player. Balu gets the bounce. And can't get the ball in. And timeout called by Green Canyon. And it's a 30-second timeout, but we'll take it. 3:37 to go. Layton Christian with a 27-23 lead over Green Canyon on KSLSports.com.
The Grill has a wide variety of homemade appetizers. Can't decide what to get? Then build an appetizer combo. No matter what you're craving, the Grill has something for everyone. For all your project needs, shop at Greer's Hardware. Happily serving the community since 1976.
Welcome back into the UCCU Center. Trevor Allen, Wade Bronson, Van Park here with you. 4A semifinal in the boys bracket. Winner will take on the winner of Snow Canyon and Cottonwood, a game that will be coming up next for the state championship. That will happen tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. Green Canyon inbounds to Jared Anderson, who's back in. Doesn't seem to be really favoring that ankle. He's guarded by Marcus Miles. He'll lay it up. No good.
That was a great move. It's too bad he couldn't finish that one.
Armani drives. Bangs goes up. Great defense and a block there by Penninger. And the other way comes the Wolves. Here's Drysdale in the corner.
Penninger just timed that one just perfectly to block that.
Now here's Anderson looking at Penninger down on the block. He'll kick out. Drysdale, could he make it 5 for 5? No good. His first miss from 3. And here comes Luka Kalundic. No good. Balo on the offensive glass. Puts it up. No good. And it's collected by Waker Ward. He'll go into Gavin Crane.
He let the coach call that one for him. That was way delayed.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I would do the same thing.
I would too.
And you probably have, huh?
You got to work it.
I mean, it looked like it potentially initially, but that was late. It was a late call. As soon as he started pivoting around it, then it wasn't. But it was questionable at the beginning as soon as he got the ball in the paint.
Layton Christian has subbed in and played quite a few players off their bench, and they're still looking pretty fresh. This Green Canyon starting to look a little bit tired, and I think their shots are just a little bit off because they're getting worn down just a little bit.
Layton Christian, from what I heard, plays about 10, 11 guys, and it's kind of quick subs, like they come in and play in spurts. And Balu with the right-handed hook, misses, gets the rebound and can't get it to go, and Coach Stanley wants a foul. There's Anderson.
Yeah, I think he has a pretty good beat on that one, on that second shot.
Yeah.
But man, what a body that is, so big, tough. Here's Anderson. Coach Stanley wanting the backcourt violation, but clearly it wasn't. Anderson trying to get through the lane, floats it up, no good. And it's
Jump
got forward,
ball.
but jump ball. Could you have made the case that Layton Christian was out of bounds?
Yeah, you could have.
Here, we'll look at the CNR replay, and you guys tell me what you think.
I'd really like to see Green Canyon start moving a little bit more and not just watching Anderson do all the work. Oh, Green Canyon's hand was out there.
Green Canyon was out, too?
Yeah.
So I guess you do call that just a toss-up then,
Yep.
because both guys were out. Here's Drysdale. To Hoffman. Into the paint, turns it over. Armani throws it ahead. Tyron Jones has long arms, but they're not that long.
It's a little bit out of reach overthrown.
Yeah, Layton Christian has definitely stepped up their defense. Their intensity is twice what it was in the first quarter.
I know I don't like to compare players to, like, especially at the high school level, to the NBA, but you got to look at Tyron Jones's length and think of Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Am I
That's
right?
true, yeah.
Okay. It's not just me then.
Boy,
That guy has got some serious length.
talk about getting worn out. Green Canyon is have to work their tail off for every shot.
And Anderson fires up a three, a little bit short. Here's Jones to Balu, but two guys on him. Drysdale with the hustle move right there.
Great job by Drysdale to get back on that.
And Hoffman pushing Tyron Jones out of the way. Size does not matter. It's all about the heart, guys.
Yeah, and also that's smart. If younger kids are watching that are smaller, don't go away from the body, go into the body.
It's something, coaching even for me, it's trying to get guys to go right into the body.
Yes.
And not trying to fade away or trying to flop the contact, and try and sell it. Armani's on the floor. Kyron Hoffman's going after it with him. Now he's on the floor. And they're going to call him for that, grabbing his leg. And now that foul will be on Armani with 42 seconds left. Here in the half. 4-point lead for Layton Christian. Green Canyon trying to get a little momentum going into the locker room. He'll go to Drysdale. He'll go into the paint, put it up with the right hand, and good. Jackson Drysdale.
Great drive there by Jackson.
Here's Nuji Chimai. Shot clock turned off. Here's Tyron Jones. He'll dump it off to Balu, but now it's taken away by Kyron Hoffman. He'll push up the floor. Dump it to Drysdale. He'll go up, put it up and in. Drysdale, back-to-back buckets.
Just like that, we're tied with 13 left in the quarter.
Just like yesterday.
Very, very good basketball game, guys. And there's Miles. In, lays it up. Marcus Miles as the time expires. And we will head to the half with Layton Christian holding a 2-point lead. So, guys, your guys' initial thoughts before we go to Kate Dowley for an interview.
That was an intense second quarter. The first quarter, I thought Green Canyon came out with all the intensity, but it was intense that second quarter on both ends defensively. Both teams getting after it.
Layton Christian was just long, had their hands up in almost all the passing lanes and was moving their feet. I think Green Canyon needs to come out and go at them a little bit more, not be a little timid at driving the ball.
We're seeing if Kate Dowley, fourth member of our broadcast team. Okay, we will not have an interview, which is okay, but we'll go ahead and take a break and come back with some stats, and then look at the girls' bracket, what happened earlier, and then look ahead to what's coming up next, and that's Cottonwood taking on Snow Canyon. You're watching the 4A State Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com.
Let Trudy Hatch and Shannon Johnson help you get into the home of your dreams. They're your local experts for all your mortgage needs. Give them a call today. Miller Medical is ready to care for clients with full services for family medical. They also offer beauty and spa health treatments with hot stone and IV vitamin therapies, as well as Botox. Let Miller Medical take care of all your healthcare needs.
If you are in need of financial assistance, call Dusty Roach at Lincoln Financial. He and his friendly staff have the expertise you'll need.
Let GBI help you get your project completed on time and on budget. If you're looking for work, join GBI's team for a great work environment, competitive pay, and benefits.
Kent's is your one-stop shop for fresh produce, bakery items, deli, and meat. Stop by today for fast, friendly service.
Whether you are buying or selling, you need to know you have someone in your corner who can help you get through that process. The realtors at Coldwell Banker are there to help you get into your home, whether it's a starter or your forever. JC's Country Diner is under new local management, but has the same great country charm so you can savor the flavor. Tanglewood Studios has something for everyone, whether it's dance, cheer, color guard, or gymnastics. There's even recreational all-boys gymnastics along with Mamma Mia classes. Family rates are available, so come join the fun.
At Cache Valley Bank, we value our heritage and the history we've built within our communities. With over 45 years of experience behind us, we are confident in our ability to equip our customers with the necessary tools and expertise to navigate their financial journey. Whether you are ready to expand your existing business, embark on a new business venture, or are seeking better personal banking, let us help you reach new heights. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await.
Central Milling is the farmer, the miller, and the baker working to preserve American farmland for tomorrow while preserving the highest quality of flour and grains to the bakers of today. Select the best products for your family by using Central Milling Company.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
The KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com. Connecting you with all the Jazz action, the dunks, buzzer beaters, and ankle breakers, podcasts from the pros, and in-depth analysis. Download the free KSL Sports app today.
Spring sports are just around the corner, and Bear River Live has you covered. Region 11 teams will be featured in our coverage of softball, baseball, soccer, and lacrosse. If you can't make a game, our production will make you feel like you're on the field. Catch highlights with some of the best rivals in the region. If you're an advertiser looking to promote your business or support these athletes, call Jessica at 435-230-3683 for a package that suits you.
Welcome back to the UCCU Center. Trevor Allen, Wade Bronson, and Van Park. At the half, we've got Layton Christian holding a 29-27 lead. And guys, I mean, if you guys look at Green Canyon stats, They had 12 points, in the quarter as a team. All but 2 came from Jackson Drysdale.
Yeah, and he isn't always one of the big prolific scorers, and so that's a positive. And another positive Green Canyon's coach can take in the locker room is one of their leading scorers, Ward, hasn't even scored yet.
Yeah, and coming in, at least according to the stats through 25 games, Drysdale is averaging 6 points per game.
Yeah,
he has 18 at the half.
Yeah, so that's a real positive.
I love how he's been taking it to the basket. There in that second quarter, they went away from going to the basket, and he got quite a few easy buckets by just grabbing the ball and heading to the rim.
And then you look at Layton Christian. They had 13 points in the first quarter, 16 in the second as a team. And really, they're two leading scorers. Both two guys have 6 points. You've got Kalundich, who has a three-pointer, and then 3 free throws. And then you've got Balu, who has 6 points as well. So really, it's kind of more of a balanced attack in that facet.
Yeah, Layton Christian's defense stepped it up in the second quarter, I believe, which led them to a few more opportunities on the offensive side.
Could a lot of that be, the fact of like the length and could be a little bit intimidating to not go into the paint?
Yeah, part of that, but part of it is Layton Christian. I think they really play off their offense. As soon as they started really getting that, and they got that dunk, and then they got a couple of threes and some scores, all of a sudden that energized them and kind of intimidated Green Canyon just a little bit, where Green Canyon came out the aggressor at first, and they're going to need to come out the second half and be the aggressor again.
And then really quick, because I know Kate Dowley is going to try and catch up with Green Canyon coming out of the locker room, which they are over there. So we were wrong about the locker, by the way. But so earlier today, Payson lost to Ridgeline 54-30, and then Cedar City fell to Snow Canyon 62-35. Olivia Hamlin had, I think, 35 points.
Yeah, 9 threes.
She had as many points as Cedar as a team.
Yeah, she was unbelievable.
Now, Kate is ready. We're going to go over to Kate Dowley, the fourth member of our broadcast team.
Headed into the second half, down by 2. What are your thoughts on the first half?
We just got to get our poise back. They made a great run at us. I think we just got to handle that pressure, make a few winning plays. There's going to be opportunities this half where we got to jump on a loose ball, keep trying to box them out, do our thing there, but handle it with poise.
Well, good luck in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Kate. Thanks, Coach. Now, guys, just your thoughts. The one thing that really stood out to me was we just got to play with poise.
Yeah, and they did. That second quarter, they looked kind of scared, a little intimidated, and they don't need to. And Coach knows that they get that confidence and that swagger back, and they'll be just fine.
They started out the game pushing the ball down the floor and moving it, and there was a lot of movement on offense, and I believe they need to go back to that. And that when you're moving that much, you're not thinking timid, you're not thinking the size inside, you're just trying to get open, and that worked for them there in that first quarter.
I also felt like Green Canyon, and I mentioned this, early in the first quarter, they were coming out with a lot of energy. And I feel like that kind of died down a little bit, which, it's hard to keep it up for that long, especially as a cohesive group. But, I mean, if that's working for you, you just got to dig deep.
Yeah, they're going to have to, because it's now or never. So they have to, like you say, they have to give that kind of energy this whole second half.
Now, one side question that I was going to ask you before we went to Kate's interview. Is there any chance, and I want you guys' honest opinion and act like you're not on the air. Is there a chance that Snow Canyon beats Ridgeline tomorrow in the state championship in girls basketball?
If Hamlin can shoot like she did today, and they don't turn the ball over, Ridgeline is one of the best teams I've seen at getting in the passing lanes as a team, stealing the ball, getting easy baskets.
Skinner probably had a double-double with steals.
Yes,
you
exactly.
And I called that game earlier today.
I'm very excited for that one. Coaching the girls and seeing the Ridgeline team play and stuff, and then this is my first time seeing Snow Canyon play. They definitely have a chance if they do what they're supposed to and they push the ball like they did today.
So you're saying there's a chance, guys?
Yes.
All right, here we go. We'll go ahead and start the second half. Looks like starters are in for both teams, except Kalundich, which that was the case yesterday. He started the second half, but came off the bench to start the game. Here's Olabisi, trapped by Penninger and Ward, but now Kalundich gets it for 3, falls down, trying to get a foul, but I think he sold that one a little bit.
Yes, he definitely did.
And a good start for Layton Christian right there, and then Kalundich picking up a a little cheap foul.
The sophomore getting a little intimidated right there. He's got to relax. He's got the athleticism, got the skills.
What a great experience for him right now.
I'm just listening to Coach Stanley's conversation with the official, who apparently missed the call on Kalundic's three, but he just says he has to land, but he says he also can't kick his legs out. The official said that he can't kick his legs out, which he's right.
Yeah,
right.
that's
he,
what I
he could have
thought.
called an offensive foul on that too.
Yes.
There's a turnover right there. Here's Anderson. He'll fire for three. Got it. Right in Kalundic's face.
Such a quick release too.
And that is a Cache Valley Bank three-pointer for Jared Anderson. And that's his second bucket of the game. I think he scored the first 2 points of the game and then just scored now. Now here's Armani. To Tyron Jones. He'll drive with the left hand, laid up, no good. Great defense there by Drysdale, and here comes Jared Anderson.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, good. Nice pass.
He'll go to Penninger, float it up.
Oh.
No, oh, just missed it. Rebounded by Kalundic.
Can't complain about that look, besides it didn't go in. That was a great pass there by Anderson.
Almost got a carrying call. Here's Olabisi. Timmy, dribble handoff with Kalundic. Now to Balu. Balu out to Kalundic. They do that probably 5 or 6 times where it's just a back screen, down screen, pops out, fires for three, and then he misses on that one. Crane goes up. Oh, just misses.
I like that confident move that time, taking it into the defense.
Now, Coach, seeing how Kalundic keeps coming off of screens, he's getting open on those. If you know it's coming, isn't that something that we maybe switch that action?
Oh yeah, you just jump out there
and kind of cheat off
switch
of
it, yeah,
and hope that he doesn't flare out.
Yeah, and honestly, you do that, and you're going to get some steals too.
Gavin Crane he misses his first Frank Maskadoo free throw. Second one off the front of the iron, and Balu on the rebound. Got to hit free throws if you're gonna try and punch your ticket to the state championship game. Here's Olabisi. Kalundic to Balu as Penninger was fronting him in the post. And it looks like the backside help maybe came a little late.
Yep, a little bit too late there.
As you look on the CNR replay. Yeah, he came over a little late.
That's a big task there to try to stop the big fella from coming across the key and getting position.
This is Balu's third trip to the line. First one is up and good. He's 3 of 4 at the line. And Kyron Hoffman comes in for Crane. Looks like Marcus Miles is going to check in for Layton Christian. Balu up and good.
Replaces Timmy Olabisi.
Timmy Olabisi will come out. Now here's Anderson with some full court pressure, just man to man. Over to Hoffman. Looks at Penninger in the high post. And now Ward goes into Drysdale. Reverse layup. Up
They said he stepped out of bounds. That's too bad. That was a great move.
That was a really good move.
I think they're trying to get Laker Ward going here, running him off a couple screens there on the baseline.
Here's Nuji Chimai, who also checked in. Kalundic. Pass fake out to Balu. And Miles is wide open for three. Gets it.
Unofficially, Balu's got to have 3 or 4 assists just getting it down low and finding somebody across the court and whizzing that ball there. Great find by him.
Here's Penninger to Hoffman. Looking at Jared Anderson. He's got it. Fires over. Nujichima hits it. Cache Valley Bank 3 for Jared Anderson. His second of the quarter.
And both of them with somebody right in his face.
That was a great shot.
Great steal right there by Laker Ward. He goes out to Kyron Hoffman, and now they're out and running. Here's Hoffman. He'll go up. Miles looked like he might have gotten ball on that.
Yeah,
we'll see in our replay.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because I thought he had all ball.
From our view it was, but again, we're on the other end of the floor. That looked like a block, guys.
Yeah, it did.
But
real time, it's harder to call than it is on that instant replay.
It's also tough when you don't hit free throws, too.
Yes. I like Green Canyon's tempo right now. They've got to keep this up and keep pushing, try to extend their run until they get the lead.
Hoffman for one more Frank Maskadoo free throw. Got it. Hoffman now with 3 points on the game. Nuji Chimai now brings it up.
Great steal.
Great new core steal here by Ward. He'll go to Drysdale up and, yep, he met him up there and got him on the arm. Drysdale's going to go to the line for a pair of free throws.
Actually, that was a smart foul to not give up a dunk.
And right now, Drysdale's having probably one of his better games. I mean, I haven't watched him all season. You guys would know better, but this is probably one of his better games of the year.
Yes.
Knocks down the first one.
Isaac Villamobile. For Lincoln Christian, number 10, OLPC.
Trying to see who checked in for Layton Christian, but I think we're good. And he hits the second one. So Drysdale with 20 points. Here's Tyron Jones. Goes up against Matthews, Quincy Matthews. Just a lot of length there.
Yeah. This is going to be a good replay of his elbow above the rim.
Shooting 2 shots. Tyron Jones.
First free throw is up. No good by Tyron Jones.
Good foul by Quincy Matthews not to just give up an easy one and make him earn it at the free throw line.
No good, and Drysdale. I mean, Baller might have a complaint there, but he was also over his back.
Yeah, I was going to say, the ref just decided not to give him a foul, so the coach should be happy on that one.
Yeah, it's like, hey, either a foul or we just give them the ball, and he doesn't get a foul. Now here's Hoffman. He'll go out, and it's stolen away by Armani. He'll throw it down with the right hand. My goodness. And a turnover here. Jared Anderson is pleading his case.
I think it went off his foot.
I was looking down for stats. You guys will have to help me out on that one.
I think he got a tip off of it, and it went off the bottom side of his foot.
Substitution number 14, Gavin Crane.
Gavin Crane checks in for Anderson. Anderson's averaging 17 points per game this year, guys, and he has 6 points in the half, but 8 points on the game.
Yeah, he's got to come out looking to score just a little bit more. Same thing with Laker Ward. I expect those two to start going. Turnover here by Layton Christian.
Good quick double team to get the ball back.
Isn't that tough though? You end up getting you get a turnover and then you give it right back up right after that. It's got to be tough. I've always said it's why coaches start balding and get gray hair, and or both. And here's Matthew trying to get it to Laker Ward. He does. He's got Balu on him. He'll pump fake. He'll go out to Hoffman. He'll pump fake. He'll go up. No good. Quincy Matthews up. Blocked from behind by Marcus Miles.
I'd like to see Hoffman more shot ready, and when he catches that one on the three-point line, shoot that like he's done all season long.
Yeah, he hesitated, which is why he missed it.
Yep.
Hoffman has 23 three-pointers on the year.
I think the length of Jones is getting to him just a little bit.
And a traveling call on Balu.
I think as he collected there, he kind of stuttered.
Coach Stanley.
Way out of his box.
Yeah, I'd say. It's called a coach's box for a reason. Here's Anderson. Comes off of a screen. He'll
on his
roll
arm.
it up, and nope, it's on the ground.
Out.
If it was in the NBA, that would have
was
been
definitely good.
Foul on number 3, Marcus Miles.
That was Steve Kerr-esque if it was the NBA. Had to throw that in there. But coach is a good sport.
I love Jared's taking the basket because they're all over him out on the three-point line. He's got to get him off him.
Pair of Frank May-Skidoo free throws coming for the leading scorer for Green Canyon. First one's up and in.
It's a great free throw shooter too, so by him driving and getting to the line, that could be really beneficial for his team.
And number 32, Albert Nuki-Chamaya. Anderson will shoot one more free throw.
Here's Anderson for the second one. Up and good. Smooth.
Yeah, he's got a good shot.
Nuji Chimai, who just checked in, has the ball in the backcourt. Man-to-man press here by Green Canyon. 2:19 to go. It's a one-point game for Layton Christian. Kalundich, and we got a timeout here by Layton Christian. And we will take it with them. 2:11 left, 39-38, Layton Christian. Back after this on KSLSports.com.
Coldwell Banker has a team of dedicated professionals who handle the complex process and make sure things run smoothly. Save time and money with Coldwell Banker.
If you are in need of financial assistance, call Dusty Roach at Lincoln Financial. He and his friendly staff have the expertise you'll need.
Central Milling is the farmer, the miller, and the baker working to preserve American farmland for tomorrow while preserving the highest quality of flour and grains to the bakers of today.
Get Snow Canyon. Welcome back to the UCCU Center. Devin Dixon's trying to throw me off my game, guys. Shame on him.
You get even with him the next game.
Oh, I will. Oh, actually, I'm calling the game with him next. Cottonwood and Snow Canyon. That'll be coming up at 7:30. Here's Miles. Out to Armani. Fires right away and knocks it down.
Great ball movement there by Layton Christian just to work it around, find the open three ball.
That's his second three of the game and his fifth point of the quarter.
Beautiful shot. Armani got way high on that three-pointer.
Here's Drysdale, goes up against Armani. A little bit of a deflection, but it doesn't matter. Gets it to go.
Drysdale is having himself a game.
He has 22 points, unofficially. Nuji Chimai almost got a 5-second call there. Now here's Balu. Goes into the post. Man, that's hard to guard.
Oh, yeah. They had it wide open. There's not much he could do with no help defense.
The PA announcer just said 24's name is Isaac, and I couldn't pronounce his last name. I'm going to look that up. On the stats, he's not on there. But. Philip Mahala?
Yeah, Philip Mahala.
Okay, so it's Isaac Villamahala, not Quincy Matthews. Apologies to his family. And Balu converts the three-point play as well. It's a 4-point lead and potentially a steal, but looks like a kick. And Drysdale tumbles over Luka. Kalundic, not Doncic. Zarabisa will check in, and Tyron Jones for the final 44 seconds here of the third quarter.
Substitutions, number 22, Luke Zarabisa.
The end of this third quarter, Green Canyon needs to put some points on right here, go down, get a stop, maybe in the quarter with a shot, tying it or taking the lead going into the fourth.
Is this something where you want to go 2 for 1?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have to go quick.
There's Ward
Laker
finally
Ward for
open.
three.
Oh.
Too much on that one.
Foul on number 1, Jackson Drysdale.
Fouls on Jackson Drysdale.
His second
Second personal on him.
But he's doing a lot better than last night, keeping out of foul trouble.
That is true.
Right now, though, they need him, so he can't get another one right here.
Yeah, can't pick up a cheap one, especially 90 feet from the hoop. Here's Olabisi. Comes up. Oh, Hoffman almost had that one. Now they're going to trap. A little late on the trap as well. 24 seconds left. Here's Armani. He'll drive with the right hand. He'll scoop it up, lay it up and in. Tough move right there.
Yeah, he's a heck of an athlete also.
Good ball control there.
Here's Hoffman to Anderson. 7 seconds on the clock. Shot clock turned off. And it looks like a hand check on Kalundic.
Luka Kalundic, second personal.
That's his second personal foul.
Puts Anderson at the line.
Which could be key.
At the free throw line is Jared Anderson Jr.
Frank Maskadoo free throw goes down for Jared Anderson. He's had a quarter, guys. He's been playing really well. After having only 2 points in the first quarter,
replacing Luke Zarabisa.
He's got potentially 10 points in this quarter alone.
Yeah, he's got to come out the fourth quarter and be aggressive. Ward's got to find his confidence and start hitting those corner threes.
Yeah, they're going to really need him to get scoring some.
Second free throw is up and rolls in. 4 seconds left, 4-point game. Here's Miles. He'll throw a deep pass to Tyron Jones. To Kalundic. Take a dribble, go up.
Wow.
Rolls it at the buzzer. What a shot.
That was great defense, but that was an even better shot.
Just making sure that they're not calling a foul or anything, and they're not. So Kalundic hits a 3 and gives them a 7-point lead. That was big.
Yeah, I watched him during warm-ups, and that wasn't a fluke. He can knock those down. I don't know what else you can do unless you have somebody on him with longer length.
All right, we'll go ahead and take a break. Fourth quarter coming up next here on KSLSports.com.
At Cache Valley Bank, we value our heritage and the history we've built within our communities. With over 45 years of experience behind us, we are confident in our ability to equip our customers with the necessary tools and expertise to navigate their financial journey. Whether you are ready to expand your existing business, embark on a new business venture, or are seeking better personal banking, let us help you reach new heights. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await.
Let GBI help you get your project completed on time and on budget. If you're looking for work, join GBI's team for a great work environment, competitive pay, and benefits.
Fourth quarter action getting underway. Trevor Allen, Wade Bronson, Van Park. Here, winner of this will go to the 4A state championship game tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. And Layton Christian is 8 minutes away from that, now under 8, with a 49-42 lead. Here's Kyron Hoffman, back cut to Jared Anderson. He'll throw it right to Armani.
Layton Christian, great defense right there on that.
Yeah, they were ready for that back cut.
Now here's Kalundich. Miles in the corner. Miles, he'll kick out to Zarabisa. Now Kalundich, you got to stay attached to him. Can't be in much gap help. If you got to stay attached to him, he's a shooter. And he has it with 2 on the shot clock. 1 second, fires it up with a hand in the face. Great defense there by Penninger. Now here's Drysdale, who did not score, I don't think. Oh, no, he scored in the third quarter. He had 4 points. But the shot missed by Laker Ward. And as you mentioned, Wade, he's got to get going here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Drysdale can't go cold. Anderson's got to keep doing what he's doing, but he needs some help right now from Ward. I'd even like to see Hoffman get going.
Octavio Armani, they're just selling that.
Yeah,
that was clearly a flop.
Yep.
Yeah, he was going down as soon as it left his hand.
Substitution number 4.
I mean, honestly, they're teaching kids to do that nowadays, guys.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Takes away from the game.
But it's a matter of officials not baiting into it. And they're going to call a foul. It looks like that's Jared Anderson on the ground.
Foul on number 30.
Oh, they call that on Kalundich.
Going through the screen, knocking Anderson down.
I just wasn't sure if they were going to call a charge on that. But I also was looking down as the official made the call.
Nice pass.
Right there for Gavin Crane. His first bucket of the game.
Gavin Crane, assisted by Jensen Drysdale.
It's a 5-point game. Timmy Olabisi in. And he brings it up into the front court with Kyron Hoffman guarding him, and Coach Stanley wants a timeout. And they're going to take a full timeout. 6:07 to go. We'll take it with them here on
Kent's is your one-stop shop for fresh produce, bakery items, deli, and meat. Stop by today for fast, friendly service. Whether you are buying or selling, you need to know you have someone in your corner who can help you get through that process. The realtors at Coldwell Banker are there to help you get into your home, whether it's a starter or your forever. Miller Medical is ready to care for clients with full services for family medical. They also offer beauty and spa health treatments with hot stone and IV vitamin therapies, as well as Botox. Let Miller Medical take care of all your healthcare needs. Let Trudy Hatch and Shannon Johnson help you get into the home of your dreams. They're your local experts for all your mortgage needs. Give them a call today.
Welcome back to the UCCU Center. 6:07 left. You're watching the 4A state tournament on KSLSports.com, presented by UCCU. Love where you bank. Trevor Allen, Wade Bronson, and the coach, Van Park. Guys, this has turned out to be a really good basketball game.
This really has been.
Which means I think we're set up for a great finish here. And it looks like a trap in the backcourt was unsuccessful. Here's Kalundich, now out to Olabisi.
Glad he didn't notice how open he was there on the three-point line.
He was very open. Laker Ward getting his hand in there. Kalundich didn't like that. And here's Tyron Jones, puts it up and in the paint.
I don't know what you do on that, and that was just using his length to his advantage.
Tyron Jones' first bucket of the game. He missed 2 free throws earlier. Here's Anderson, wide open, college three, got it.
When Green Canyon drives inside and starts dishing, that's what they're going to find. They've got to figure that out and keep doing that each time down the basket.
That's Jared's third Cache Valley Bank three-pointer, all coming in this half. Oh, and Green Canyon's coach is upset. Oh, hits the table. Yesterday in the game against Ridgeline, he got really mad about the offensive rebounds they were allowing. He slapped the chair pretty hard. Feel bad for that chair.
Yeah.
Did Coach ever have that while you were playing, Wade?
On markers in the whiteboard.
Yeah, me and Marcus didn't get along
stand
well.
a chance, huh?
That's how you knew you were in trouble, when that marker started getting taken to the whiteboard.
Coach had to buy a whole box of them.
Yeah.
As Armani. He'd probably go through a whole box in region.
Yes.
Alone.
Not when he coached me, I was an angel. I don't know what he's talking about.
I guess it's one word against another, huh?
Drysdale's third foul right there.
That's key right there. And they're giving Armani 2 free throws. I think the officials were debating on if it was on the floor or not. Armani had a big third quarter. He had 7 points, and he hits his first free throw.
Out of those 7 points, he had a massive breakaway dunk and then a three-pointer.
Him and Kalundich had big third quarters. Layton Christian had 21 points as a team in that quarter. He hits the second Frank Mason free throw.
Replacing Kyron Jones.
(53-47), 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's Penninger. He'll fake the handoff. Now he'll go to Laker Ward. The lefty goes over to Jared Anderson. Anderson drives, tries to lay it up. Poked out of his hands, and in a new court steal. Olabisi to Balu. No look pass.
Extra pass. Great extra pass.
Great extra pass.
And a Green Canyon timeout. See if it's a full or a 30. 30-second timeout. We will take it. 4:32 to go here on KSLSports.com.
The KSL Sports app, powered by KSLSports.com. Connecting you with all the Jazz action, the dunks, buzzer beaters, and ankle breakers. Podcasts from the pros, and in-depth analysis. Download the free KSL Sports app today.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
JC's Country Diner is under new local management, but has the same great country charm so you can savor the flavor.
Welcome back. Trevor Allen, Wade Bronson, Van Park. 4:32 to go here in the game, and you just said some brilliant wisdom words in the timeout, Wade.
Watching Layton Christian and knowing that there's a language barrier between some of these players, this kind of makes basketball a little more special. The cohesiveness of the team out on the floor, not being able to talk but communicate, it's kind of something special.
Anderson, deep three again. Strong on that one. And look at Kyron Hoffman getting a rebound over all the big bodies. Laker Ward goes to Anderson, skips it. Kyron Hoffman, he'll go into the paint. Is now trapped. Now go out to Anderson. Looked for a three. Tried to skip it over to Laker Ward or Jackson Drysdale, but Kalundich steals it. To Tyron Jones, once again, too high.
I didn't think there'd be anything too high for him, but that one was just off his fingertips.
There was a couple of passes to him in this game that are just too strong or too high, and it's like he does have long arms, I'll give you that, but he can't go get everything. Just under 4 minutes to go.
Layton Christian missed the opportunity to go up by 10. Good hands.
And has another chance right there
here
with
we
a
go.
new court steal to Balu. Balu with a two-handed flush. And a timeout by Coach Stanley. It's another 30. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. Back after this.
Most kids would bobble that and not have.
Let Trudy Hatch and Shannon Johnson help you get into the home of your dreams. They're your local experts for all your mortgage needs. Give them a call today.
Welcome back. 3:39 to go. And it's a 10-point game. If you're Green Canyon, you've got to get something going now, right? If you want any chance of getting...
Yeah, they've got to be aggressive. Anderson goes to the basket there. That's what they've got to do.
And right on cue, Anderson with his 5th point of the quarter.
Field goal by John Anderson.
And he has 17 on the game, his average. Here's Miles. Out to Kalundich. Back to Miles in the corner. He'll kick clear across Armani. He'll drive. He'll pass. Penninger's in the paint. Blocking foul.
They're a hair late. Gotta let him come down, I believe.
Look at our CNR replay.
Yep, still moving.
Keep in mind, though, for those watching on the stream, the half circle right there does not apply to high school sports. It's only in college game. So it's not like he was in or out of the restricted area. There's not a restricted area in high school basketball.
Won't be long and they'll probably be implementing it.
I mean, hey, it might take a little bit longer because how long did it take to get a shot clock?
Yeah, that did take forever.
It took like 7 state tournaments where teams were holding the ball for the entire quarter. Armani hits both free throws and lead back to 10.
Armani's got such a soft touch. Great rotation on the ball.
Here's Hoffman. Tries to hand it off, and it's a new course steal by Marcus Miles. Lays it up, but can't get the layup to go. But he will get a trip to the free throw line. That's on Hoffman.
Really good defense that Layton Christian is playing right now. And I think what Wade said earlier, I think Green Canyon's just starting to get a little tired with all the length and pressure with the subs.
Miles at the Frank Mace free throw line hits the first free throw. It's his first trip to the line. He didn't play much against Murray, and he didn't score. But if he did, it was like 2 points in the end. But here, he's already got 7 points.
Yeah, and he's had a big impact defensively. They've put him in specifically to guard Anderson.
And Jared Anderson gets fouled by Miles.
Foul on number 3, Marcus Miles.
He was wanting the hook, but I don't think there was much there to warrant that call.
I think the 2 hands went first before the hook.
That's the third personal on Miles.
Maybe you should officiate too, Wade.
No.
No?
Props to those guys. That's something I can't do.
I tried it for 5 years.
I have a hard time making the right call on a replay. Hoffman takes it just off backboard.
Great job by Hoffman.
Laker Ward for 3. No good. And Balu rips it out of Drysdale's hands. And Olabisi gets fouled. Guessing by Laker Ward. Yep. No.
Foul on number 10, Laker Ward.
Oh, it looked like he had 2 fingers up for 11. I was like, that's not a number 11. But he had a finger up when he was trying to put 0. Or maybe I just didn't see things right. I don't have 20/20 vision.
Foul on number 11, Jackson.
This is where Green Canyon's really got to get a steal. They can't let him work time off the clock and get a score.
You get a jump ball right there, which would go to Layton Christian. But if you do that again, you get the ball back.
Possession, Layton Christian.
I believe Coach Brown's telling Penninger that Balu is red, which, having been a coach this year, that tells you to foul him, that he's not good at the foul line.
Foul on number 5, Kyron Hoffman.
Luka, however, is a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, that's not a guy you want to send to the line.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
So to the Frank Mace free throw line we go.
In the bonus, shooting 2 will be Luka Kalundich.
First one is up and in.
Into the
Stretches the lead to 13.
14, Gavin Crane, replacing Jackson Penninger.
Second one is up. Good.
For the Eagles, number 23, Tyron Jones. Replacing Alan Balu.
16 points for Kalundich.
Pressure from Layton Christian just daunting. Green Canyon's getting tired on it.
Here's Anderson. Kick out. No, that's Hoffman for 3. Number was escaping me. Not a foul.
Green Canyon just looking tired. Their shots are just a little bit off.
That'll be his 4th now.
That's his 4th personal
for
foul.
Drysdale.
I think that the broadcaster's jinx affected him on that one because you said he did a good job staying out of foul trouble. Now he's in foul trouble. Do you believe in that stuff, Coach?
Boy, sure. As someone that would go around the school looking for a heads-up penny before a big game, I'm not going to answer that question.
I guess I should have asked Wade.
I believe in it, too. That's why I'm staying quiet right now while he shoots free throws.
Second one is up and good. 16-point lead now. Starting to look more and more clear who will win this ball game. Anderson fires it up quickly off to the right side. Now here's Tyron Jones, stripped away by Hoffman.
Oh,
and that was a
turned it
new
right
steal,
back
but
around.
Right back to him.
You got to take those turnovers and make something positive out of it. It's a good steal there by Hoffman.
Looks like he took a knee to the thigh. He's hobbling pretty good right now. Hoffman is.
Now Olabisi gets it in the backcourt, and he's fouled. And in the penalty we go.
Foul on number 5, Kyron
Only 2 team fouls on Layton Christian. And we'll see what Olabisi can do at the Frank Mason free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. Misses the first. 1:40 to go, 65-49. One of those things you got to go, right?
Yeah.
Go and fire up a 3. It's the second one. That's his 4th point of the game. Here's Drysdale. Dribble handoff to Anderson. Stops for a second. Looked like he was going to hit it. Coach Stanley immediately says, you call that one?
That's the 4th personal on Miles.
It's the good of Anderson to get to the free throw line and get to put points up on while the clock sits still.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. Wow, rare miss.
Very rare miss.
Off the left side of the rim.
Which would have been huge because we said that he needed 3 points right here, and misses the second. That's even more rare.
He's getting a little frustrated with himself. He's got to shake it off, and next shot.
You just got to make sure and get lots of legs. Everything's been short.
There we go.
He makes the 3rd free throw. 1 for 3 on that trip. Here's Kalundich, and he's fouled. Don't know if it's worth fouling anymore, right?
No, and he's almost an automatic 2 from the 3-point line. We'll see how the jinx works, but he's in the last 2 days I've watched him, I haven't seen him miss a free throw.
He's 6 for 6 today. Oh wait, excuse me, that is Armani. Kalundich is 5 for 5.
There's your answer.
There's the jinx.
Nice going, Coach. It's okay, it happens to everybody. Second one is good.
I like
Anderson
that back
lays it up
play.
and in. Drysdale with the back cut pass.
Number 0, Jared Anderson, assisted by Drysdale. Timeout on the floor.
We'll actually keep it here with a minute 19 left. Just to talk about. I mean, in these type of games, guys, we know like season's over for a team. which means careers are over for guys.
Yeah.
Green Canyon's got some really good players that, like Drysdale, Anderson, Hoffman, Laker Ward, Henniger, Philamahala. Just going down the list, like those are all their seniors this year.
Yeah, they lose a lot, and your heart just goes out to them. They gave everything they had. They had a great season. Had kind of a slip up in the middle of the season where they started losing, but then they found a way to bring that mantra back and started going on a winning streak and had that big upset yesterday.
And they were able to beat Layton Christian at home back on December 8th, 67-64. That went to overtime. And in that game, Jared Anderson had 35 points. And Laker Ward had 10.
Yep, that's a little bit of the difference now. Drysdale didn't have much help. Anderson pitched in. Some of your key players have got to step up in these big situations.
Yeah, they're not going to foul.
1 minute remaining.
Here's Miles to Kalundich. And Penniger is going to foul.
It's going to be his fifth.
That will end his high school career.
Yeah, great game and great year for Penniger.
Coming into the Green Canyon lineup, number 24, Isaac Philamahala.
Isaac Philamahala will come in, this, also a senior. And at the line is Kalundich once again. He misses the first. That's only his second miss. It's the second. 16-point game, 50 seconds left. Layton Christian made it to the semifinals last year.
Good move by Hoffman.
Before losing, I can't remember if it was to Dixie or to Skyview in the semis. But either way, they bowed out there, but they're going to go to the state championship game this season.
Yeah, they're a handful. They've got a lot of length, a lot of athleticism, a lot of strength.
A lot of shooters.
They move the ball really well. They're pretty unselfish. And when their defense gets going, they're scary.
And they're going to let the shot clock run out on this one. And they're going to empty the benches. And I'm not even going to attempt some of these names because I was not told by the coaches.
Yeah, and you did not practice.
But I will do it for Green Canyon because,
Number 2, Connor Burrows.
well, at least acknowledge the seniors that
Yes.
are coming off.
Yeah.
It's probably the hardest part as a coach.
Yeah, that's one moment you just wish never happened.
Number 4,
And Layton Christian will head to the state championship game with a 68-54 win over Green Canyon, and the Wolves season comes to an end, although a really good season, I would say, for Green Canyon. Your guys' thoughts on this game?
That was, Green Canyon eventually will forget about this loss, and they can know that they played a great game in which they gave everything they had. Some of them didn't hit the shots like they usually do, but you usually don't have that kind of length and athleticism coming at you all game long. But Layton Christian, so much talent, so many good shooters, strength. It's going to be interesting to see who they play and how that game ends up.
I would agree. Green Canyon seniors, it's a hard one to take, but they gave everything on that floor, and I think they left it all out there. So props to them for that, and props to that Layton Christian team being long athletic, can shoot. It was a good game, and yes, I'm excited to see this next one and who Layton Christian will match up against with tomorrow.
Coach Stanley did not want to interview with us at halftime, but we're going to try it again this time. It looks like he's standing by with our Kate Dowley.
Coach, you had a dominant fourth quarter. Can you tell us a little bit about that fourth quarter?
You know, at the end of the day, I think it comes a lot down to conditioning. We practice hard every day. We don't, some teams taper off towards the end of the season, and our guys keep pushing, so that gives them enough strength. And, you cycle enough guys in and out, and they got fresh legs, so they at the end of the day, they're able to wear them down.
Well, congrats on this huge win. You're headed to the state championship. What do you have to do tomorrow to take home that state championship title?
Man, I think we need to get some rest, first and foremost. I think that's most important. We got some guys who are sick floating around there. No, at the end of the day, either team we play, Snow Canyon or Cottonwood, they're both terrific basketball teams. They're both really well coached, and, they both have Division I players on their team. So we got to be ready for whoever we play.
Yes, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Back to you.
Kate, thanks, and thanks, Coach. Guys, final thoughts?
I would agree with him. Their conditioning was great. That's kind of what made them outroll Green Canyon, and they were able to sub and get a lot of people on the floor.
And I'll add that their depth didn't hurt. I mean, they subbed a lot of athletic, long kids, and where Green Canyon was just going and going and going, and against that kind of pressure and not much rest, you're going to get tired, and they did.
As you guys can tell, Devin Dixon is eager to get on air, so we're going to go ahead and hop off air, switch over streams. We got Cottonwood and Snow Canyon coming up next. Winner will play Layton Christian. Guys, thank you. It's been a blast.
Thank you. It's been so fun to be with you.
Been a good time.
All right, for Wade Bronson, for Van Park, for our entire crew here, Trevor Allen saying so long. We'll talk to you in a few minutes for Cottonwood and Snow Canyon here on KSLSports.com.